and welcome to the first ever AutoTrader Carology Bite Size. If you've attended one of our popular Carology events in the past, you'll know they are focused on sharing the latest trends and insights from experts in Canadian automotive. With this all-new video series, we are delivering the same great insights shared at our larger scale Carology events, however, at a more regular cadence and in a more digestible format to better align with the busy schedules of Canadian car dealers. Our primary focus is to provide you with updates on key aspects of Canadian automotive to ensure you are in the know. I'm your host, Sabrina Arruda from AutoTrader, and today I am joined by Baris Akurik, our Director of Marketing Intelligence. Baris will be providing an update on the AutoTrader Price Index, shedding light on vehicle pricing trends from July of this year. Thank you so much for joining me today, Baris.
Thanks, Sabrina. Super happy to be here.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the AutoTrader Price Index and some of the trends that we're seeing in terms of the vehicle pricing this year?
Sure. So as you know, Sabrina, we have over 300,000 vehicles on the marketplace. And in order to understand the market dynamics from the supply and demand perspective, we crunch the data pretty much on a real-time basis to see what's happening with vehicle prices. So looking at the July data, new car prices are up by 18.1%, just over $55,000 on average, and used car prices are up by 32%, just below $38,000. Having said that, for the first time in 18 months, we've seen a decline, month-over-month decline in used car prices. So we believe that the market prices, the used car prices have peaked, and so there should be some further softening in the next couple of months.
So what impact has the imbalance in supply and demand had on vehicle pricing?
As you know, Sabrina, since the beginning of 2020, there has been a vehicle shortage due to what's going on with COVID, supply chain disruptions, microchip shortages. So less cars, and as our research suggested, there has been an increase in private vehicle ownership because of COVID. Consumers don't want to take public transportation or ride-sharing services. Therefore, there are other reasons as well, but these are the main drivers. Therefore, there has been quite a bit of increase in overall private vehicle ownership. So, thinking about the economics one-on-one, if you will, supply is low, demand is high. What happens to the prices? Prices go up. So that's what we are seeing in the market.
So I know that we look at pricing trends by province. Do you see any interesting changes by region from July?
Yeah, so on the new car side, Sabrina, there's no big changes by province. Prices are high because the vehicle shortage is not specific to a province. It's all throughout Canada. But on the used side, as I mentioned, prices have come down for the first time on a month-over-month basis. So when we look at the data by province, every single province but in BC, British Columbia, prices have declined on a month-over-month basis. So the reason that the BC prices haven't declined, by looking at our website metrics, by leads and VDP conversions, we see that the demand in BC is still pretty high. So we believe that's the reason that the BC prices haven't reacted as the rest of the country. But overall, we are seeing a decline in used car prices.
And last thing I want to touch on, are there any differences at the vehicle segment level?
Yeah, so when we look at our overall inventory on autotrader.ca, what we've been seeing is that there has been quite a bit more availability when it comes to light trucks, both on the new and used side. So used light truck inventory is up by almost 55% on a year-over-year basis. So there's a lot of availability. So when we looked at the prices for used light trucks, we are seeing the prices are pretty close to what they used to be last year. So they're still high, around 5.6%, but they have come down by quite a bit in the last while.
Thank you so much for sharing those timely and relevant insights today with us, Baris.
My pleasure, Sabrina. Looking forward to the next one.
And a big thanks to all of you who have tuned into today's episode. If you're interested in seeing more on our latest AutoTrader Price Index or gaining more insights about automotive trends, consumer research results, and more, be sure to follow autotrader.ca on LinkedIn for our most recent updates, or you can visit our newsroom on go.trader.ca. Thanks again, and we hope that you join us for our next AutoTrader Carology Bite Size.